Hey everybody, Jason Loucks here, founder of secretlender.com. And for over the past 14 years, I've been helping people get in the real estate business and take their businesses to the next level. And I've helped over 15,000 people, start their business or take their business to the next level. We've had over 250,000 prospects, people coming to me for information, signing up for the mailing list and everything else. That's great. And, one of the main roadblocks, one of the main problems people run into is that, they don't have access to the funds for their deals. They either don't have the credit, or they don't have the income, or they don't have the assets, or they discovered the hard way that banks do not like to loan to investors, especially the way most investors are trying to do it with their own personal credit, right? And so that can be really a roadblock. It can make you feel like you're locked out. I mean, look, if you don't have proof of funds, you can't even make offers on most of the best deals. If you don't have, if you're using banks for your financing, they'll cap you off at 4 mortgages and they won't lend on fixer-upper properties, so you miss out on most of the best deals. And, that can just really lead people to feel stuck or feel like capped or limited or feel like there's some kind of good old boys network they're not a member of, so they can't get their financing in place and all that other stuff. But I'm here to tell you there is a path to get you through that. So one of the big hurdles that you have to overcome in order to get from where you are now to where you want to be is you have to be able to kind of what I call turn the corner. In other words, you have to be able to, make enough money to free yourself from the rat race, from the job, and doing things the traditional way, the rentals and rehabs way, the save your pennies for down payments kind of way. A lot of people can never make that turn. In other words, they can't make enough money to escape their job or escape the rat race because they're too busy working that job. And, while they're working that job, they can't really invest, and they can't really invest because they're working the job. And, at some point you have to get enough capital, enough resources that you can turn the corner, right? That's a good visual. You can get to where you don't have to work that day job. You can go full-time in real estate. Or if you choose to work your day job, that very quickly your real estate investing, supplements and adds to your income in a way that you're financially free. You're working because you want to, not because you have to. So one of the things that most people don't realize about this business, the real estate business, as separate from what real estate agents and mortgage brokers and late night infomercial gurus tell you. Listen, if somebody tells you, fix your credit, save up your down payments, just turn and run. You don't need their help, right? They're not telling you anything. Yeah, everybody doesn't already know. But there is a path to turning that corner, to becoming financially free, to building a true real estate business, not based on you, not based on your income, your assets, and all that other stuff that everybody keeps talking about, but that's not how business really works, especially not the real estate business. That's not how this business works. See, one of the best things you can do is you can find those truly excellent dirt cheap deals, and rather than at the same time you have to fix your credit, save up your down payments, build a buyer's list, find a private lender, raise all this capital, and did I mention start and run the whole business while you're still working your day job? You don't have to do all that, okay? You can get started incrementally. In other words, you can just focus on finding those excellent deals. See, those excellent dirt cheap cash deals, they're like the coin of the realm. They're like the magic key that opens doors. If you don't have a deal, all of this stuff, all the resources, all the private lenders in the world, everything, they're not going to help you any because you're not going to have any deals to use them on. But if you do have a deal, you don't really need a ton of resources on this side because that deal itself is really, really valuable to other people in the business. Somebody like me, somebody who has the resources, somebody who is already successful, who's already got, I can make the decision, yes, I want it, or no, I don't right then and there. I've got access to the cash. I've got my own capital. I can buy the deal from you, okay? And it's not just me. Cash buyers there's thousands of them. They're in every city, state, and country. I mean, look, how many times have you driven past a billboard and they tell you right off the bat that they buy ugly houses, right? So there's thousands of cash buyers in basically every city across your nation. I mean, somebody maybe could find somewhere there's not one, but if there isn't one, it's a gold mine. You should move there and become the one, right? And by finding those dirt cheap excellent deals, it's like this. You've got the excellent deal. That's like step one. This person over here already has all those resources. They either have the hard money of the lenders or they got the private funds. They've got a rehab crew. They've got everybody they need to do the deal, however they're going to do it, right? Well, you come along and you say, listen, I've got this really excellent deal. Would you like it? And if so, you pay me a finder's fee and you do the deal with these resources you already have. well, then you can start making those lump sums of cash that you need to escape your job, to free yourself from the rat race, to devote more time and more effort to finding more of those excellent deals, to building your resource base, getting your secret lenders in place, getting your experience level to where you need it to be. So you want to flip for cash profits so that you can turn that corner and you can escape the job trap, the JOB, the just over broke. You can escape the rat race and you can devote time to actually working on your business instead of scrambling constantly just to pay the bills. Reminds me of a student I had one time. His name was James Enan. And James started in that side of the business. He didn't have the resources. In fact, he was hurt. He had to crash his motorcycle, and he had basically couldn't work anymore at a regular job, which kind of was a blessing in disguise. But he had nothing to start with. He had no resources. He didn't even know the business. He just knew that he wanted more out of life, and he wanted to get ahead, right? And he needed to be able to turn that corner. Well, what James did was he started by finding those excellent deals and passing them on to cash buyers and making lump sums of cash. In fact, in his first year in the business, he made just over 6 figures, which is a story I've heard over and over again. And, I don't know if you're going to make 6 figures your first year in the business. I don't know if you'd even try to make 6 figures your first year in the business. But it is a doable thing, and I've seen it many, many times. And, James did that in the first year in business. And then over that course of that year, he also built his resources and his experience and his comfort level and all those other things so that by the end of that year, he got secret lenders. By the end of that year, he had the experience to start doing a rehab. He had access to the financing and the proof of funds and the capital. He had, the money in the bank. So if anything went bad or just took longer than he expected or whatever, it wasn't like he was going to go bankrupt. And he did it without having to be tied to a job or stuck in the rat race, spending 10 hours a day making somebody else rich or any of that other stuff. And then now James's business has gotten to the point where, because he's got all those resources now, he buys properties from other people. And he takes, what used to take him, hours and hours when he had to hustle because he couldn't just buy his automation, buy his time back. Now he buys his time back. And now he makes 6 figures a year in his business, working 2 days a week. So, it's definitely a doable process. You don't have to start over here and spend 30 years like career landlords buying one property and 10 years later buy another one and 10 years after that buy another one. I mean, listen, it's fine if you want to build a nest egg. If you love what you do for a living and you just wish you weren't going to retire poor, then by all means, 2, 3, 4 properties might do it for you, but they're not a business, okay? So if you want to get started in that business, find those truly excellent deals. That's like I said, that's the coin of the realm. That's the holy grail. That's the whatever, the yellow brick road. Flip those deals to investors like me who have the resources and the skills and the knowledge. Get paid at or before closing. Get your check. So you don't have all those back-end responsibilities. You don't owe anybody any money. You don't have maintenance and landlording and all those other things until you get to the point where you can turn that corner, quit the rat race, escape the JOB if you choose, and devote your time, effort, and energy to building your business, right? And of course, while you're doing these flip deals, you can also do the building your business side, right? Maybe you get started because you're going to need good deals no matter what your resources are. And then as you're doing deals and making money, you're also finding secret lenders. You're also putting together a crew. You're also finding a mortgage broker for your buyers, all that stuff that needs to be done. And when would you rather do it? When would you rather learn how to find excellent deals? When you also have to do all this other stuff, right? When you also have to now go get hundreds of thousands of dollars and borrow this and pitch investors and all that. Or how about when you don't have to do all that, right? You can build the engine for bringing you those deals before you have all that other stuff. And that's how you build your business properly. Okay? So again, I hope if this is what you're into, if this is something you like, if this is something you know somebody who needs to hear, go ahead and share this if you would. I appreciate it. And if this is the kind of thing you're into and you love it, then feel free, follow along with these videos. And again, I'm Jason Loucks from secretlender.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure enjoy making it for you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.